Hey everybody, welcome back to Church Talk. So guys, has your church ever went mobile or needed to be mobile, or maybe you were a mobile ministry? Well, at one point in our ministry lives, we were complete mobile. We did not have, our church did not have a place to meet of their own. We were renting a space in a college, and we had to set up every morning, tear down every afternoon, take everything with us, and eventually we got to the place where the college allowed us to leave some things there and take up some space behind their stage, and they were allowing us to use their board, which was a huge help. But we still needed to set up our drums, needed to set up our microphones, needed to set up our monitors. Just the entire stage we needed to set up. And so we got to the point where I began to think and begin to wonder, how can we make this setup a little quicker, a little easier? Because we had to be we had to get our setup done in about 45 minutes in the mornings, and then tear down in the afternoon, and we only had about 30 minutes or so to tear down. So we needed to be pretty quick. So what I come up with, and I'm going to show you some pictures here. What you're seeing is the first picture is just the beginning of the build of a large drum box, drum cage. Actually, it's not a drum cage. It's literally a box. What we done was I laid out two pieces of plywood to make the front of the floor and the back of the floor. Designed this to where when it folds out, it's an 8x8 square for the drums. We mounted the drums on the inside of this up near the front, and when we were finished up, we could actually just fold this thing up. I'll show you another picture here of the rest of the build. You can see where there's studded walls, and how we made it to where when it would fold up, it would be an enclosed box, and then when we would unfold it, it would lay down, and it would give you a half wall in the front and a walking space in the back, and then the very back had a little, which was the actual tops. When it laid down, the top was standing up. So we were able to put that right on the curtain, drop the curtain down just in front of that space, and that was a space for storage for whatever we may need. That we didn't need during service, but we may need, or it was just a place for storage for the time being. But we were able to, and here's another picture of just the build. It's in my garage, using it as a shop right now, so you can see all the mess going on. But we began to build this. I started to mounted the drums down inside of the box, and we left plenty of room on the sides. So on the right side of the drums, we took our monitors and we just slid them down inside of an empty space. On the left side of the drums, we mounted our all of our audio equipment. We went completely wireless. All of our mics were wireless for our singers, for our worship team, for our pastor. Every mic was wireless, and so we just mounted that on the inside, connected it to the snake, and this way the only thing that we had to run in the mornings is we would pull this drum box out, open it up. The drums were already set. Usually the drums is what took the longest because there's a lot of pieces to them. So we would be able to open this thing up, and the drums are already ready to go. They would pull their microphones out, put batteries in them, and while they're doing that, we have just a few chords we got to run and connect the snake, and made our setup down to about 25 minutes in the mornings, which was awesome. We got to the point to where we could roll in, set this thing up really quickly, and have a little bit of time before service, and then afterwards, in about 10 minutes, we were able to just completely wrap everything up. Made it really, really nice. You can see some pictures here of while we're installing is not the right word, but while we're rolling it out, while we're putting it in place in the morning. Next picture is while we're still getting ready, and then finally you see the last picture here is during use. There's a snapshot there of my wife playing drums, and this thing was really really nice. I mean, it could have looked a lot better. I mean, we had a shoestring budget, so all we done is we just went and got some 2x3s, some 2x6s, and some rough plywood, and I just put this thing together in the garage. Did not put any trim on it whatsoever. We just were able to put 2x6s on the bottom, made a floor, so it was sturdy. So where once it unfolded, it was really sturdy. It wasn't going anywhere. But when you folded it up, it was on casters, so we just locked it up and pushed it over to the side. And this thing was pretty heavy, so if you had to take it, in and out of a trailer, it would be rough. Taking it out of our trailer for the first time, it wasn't completely loaded down yet. We loaded it down that morning once we got it in place. But guys, I just wanted to show you that just because it's part of ministry. A lot of you guys may be a mobile ministry, that maybe this can give you an idea of something to do. Maybe you could build something similar to this. Like I say, this thing was pretty big. You had to go through double doors. There is no way. Fortunately, at this college, we were able to back up behind stage, and they had a garage door, so it was very easy to come in and out. But if you were coming in and out of a space that did not have double doors, there is no way we could have done this. But there are some different things that you could do to make this a little bit smaller and do this same idea for whatever your ministry is. Or maybe I'll share this later on with our church. We have a mobile system, not like I just showed. Our mobile system is basically just an X-Air system, but it's separate from everything that our church uses on a weekly basis. So if we need to go mobile, we have another system that we can just take off with. So while we were doing our renovations, we actually used our mobile system over in the fellowship hall. Worked out really nice. But I just want to share this with you guys. If you had, like I say, if you have a mobile church, a mobile ministry, that maybe you can do something similar to this. Maybe take this idea and run with it, or build the same exact thing if that's what you're needing. But just wanted to share this with you. Maybe give some ideas. And we had a lot of people that come into the church that they loved the idea. They thought, man, you should market that. And I thought, I don't know if there's a market for this or not. This is just something that we need. And so that's how we met the need and successfully beat the challenge that we had of a short setup in the morning and a shorter teardown in the afternoon. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the pictures there of that mobile ministry. And like I say, they soon after we built that, we were able to get into our own building. So we didn't use it for maybe a couple of months, but it worked out. It worked out great for us. So if there's something you can do similar to that, mount your drums down, get them already ready. Those were the church's drums, not our own. So I know a lot of people, they probably wouldn't want to mount their drums to anything, but it was very simple. We just took some straps. We took some plumber strap basically and just wrapped them around the stands and just screwed them down. So it was a really simple install. Now the build itself, it was simple, but it was complex at the same time. There was a little bit to think about to make that to make it work to where when you folded it down, that the floor would be level. The front floor and the back floor would be level with each other, and also that it wouldn't roll. That the weight would be sitting on that back platform, which was actually the back of the box when it's folded up. But as I just wanted to share with you guys that idea, and hopefully it gives you guys an idea, or maybe just just a fun watch for you, just to see what we had to do when we were mobile. So guys, that is it for today, and I will see you guys next time on Church Talk. So if you guys like this type of content, be sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button. Be sure you like it as well. That would help the channel out. So if this is the type of content you guys like, make sure you do that for me. It'll help the channel, and you'll be notified of when we release new videos. So that is it for this episode. We'll see you guys next time on Church Talk.